real. Motherfucker. Let's keep it real and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's just keep it real and shit. Mark Kropka, Pirate Radio. Hey, Classic. I'm going to go get some bird seed and some feed for the deer so I can blow their heads off next fall. Hey, Callie, how you doing? I'll just be kicking it. Yeah, torture them. Yeah, it's so fun. It's one thing just sitting in a blind and shooting things. It's another thing befriending them and then slaughtering them. Just puts a smile on my face. It really gives me that extra oomph around the Christmas holidays. Hey, Rod. Oh, that's cool. Good. Good. Got to get some more deer feed. It's going to get cold tonight. It's been getting down to freezing here at night. I mean, colder than a bitch. 32. No wind, though, so you really don't notice it. I don't give a fuck. The days are beautiful. Dry, crystal clear, blue skies. Kermit the Frog, blue skies. Love it. Yeah, thank you, Classic. It's not often I find these kind of kindred spirits on a random chat. I thank you for appreciating it. Yeah. It's a stroke of luck, I guess. Well, yeah, I'm reading. I mentioned yesterday I got a book on euphemisms. Man, it's so interesting. And I just, there's a lot of these fucking things I never even dawned on me was a euphemism. I mean, like, verbs, adverbs, all this bullshit. I mean, nouns easy to remember. But fuck. I bet if I took a test on that in the fucking 4th grade, I'd get an E. I mean, I'd get shit. Well, yeah. Got a lot of pine skin birds eating. I hope to kill some of those too. Yeah, I forgot. I don't think I ever knew it that well, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, I'd need to study my fucking ass off to pass a test on that shit. Pronouns. I gotta look up a fucking pronoun, too. What the fuck are they talking about? Yeah. I mean, who really gives a fuck? All right, you can always... What city do you live in now, Ron? What city? Hey, exactly how long it'll get here and a way to go that'll save time. Depending on what you're into. You like to go through Gatlinburg? I route everybody around Atlanta. Yeah, I lived here before and didn't like it. I lived in Woodstock, Georgia. I thought this place sucks. A dry county, no porn, fucking Bible on every goddamn desk you went to. Churches every block. It's like, what the hell am I doing here? I said to myself, I'm gonna fuck my wife in the ass. Just make myself feel better. Oh, Grand Rapids? Yeah, Grand Rapids, it would take you, let me think about this, 16 and a half hours. Straight driving, no fucking around. Just come down, party. Hotels are getting expensive places. Everything expensive. Why wouldn't a hotel be? Oh, does he really? Yeah, I lived there. I lived on 194 Eagle Court. Was an octagon house. It's no big deal, but you know, it was a good deal, and I bought it. Man, did I have a hard time getting insurance for that motherfucker. You know, it was like an oddball design, and you know, these fuckers. Once you get out of the box with like, you know, if they ever had to rebuild it because of a fire or something, now you're into custom bullshit, and it's a fucking nightmare to insure. Hey, Linda. Yeah, you can just party, huh? We're just talking about different things and how we handle them, our outlook on life, the difference between slaughtering animals with hunting and sitting in a blind and setting them up with their favorite meal and then blowing their heads off. It's quite a different intellect. You'll really like it here, Linda. We cover all subjects. Nothing is taboo. We are friendly everywhere. We accept everybody. This will really, it won't be some boring cooking channel or some shit. We talk about sex, animals, movies, euphemisms, pronouns. Oh, during the Olympics? Oh, hey, no shit, Ritz-Carlton, huh? Man, I was gonna go downtown, just sit there, and I like video and a lot of weird shit. You guys already know that, and I like to just go down there and really try to capture the clusterfuck of traffic in Atlanta during a morning and an evening. But you know, when you go on Google Earth, you look down there, there really aren't too many good views of the traffic. You're too far away. I mean, you can see a bunch of headlights or something. But, so I was going to go to that Westin. That fucking thing's $450 a night. They got bad ratings. You call up, they're rude. They can't guarantee you're face north. It's like, fuck it. And then I was thinking the other day, maybe I'll go over to the Niagara Falls. And there's an Embassy Suites there. Same shit, $450, $500 a night. It's not worth it to me. I mean, I don't mind paying. I'll pay about $250, that's it. I'm not paying it fucking $500 a night. That better come with a goddamn couple escorts. Linda, would you think less of me if I got a room at Niagara Falls and I ordered a couple escorts where I drank good beer? Would you think that was immoral? The channel would turn you off and you'd never return? No, they don't. They don't seem to, no. But, you know, I've got a captive audience. It's people that, even if they wanted to, they'd have a hard time doing it. You know, it's either a coffee shop, a gas station, the contractor building my place, one of Marty's friends. So, you know, I'm probably the wrong person to ask. Probably think I'm a big dick. But they can't really say much. You know what I mean? They don't seem to. But, you know, you can't tell. You know? Hey, Mary. Or friends and family, right? Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't mind paying for stuff, though. But it's just not... There's a point where it's just not worth it. You know? Like, I paid $200 at Florida. I'd have paid $250. I'm not paying fucking $500 a night. Unless I got a bunch of fucking nude college volleyball players swimming in a pool after hours and I've got night vision. Now I'll pay that. You just sit in your room. But I'd like to see... Niagara Falls is cool. You think you're in fucking India on the American side. That's another thing that turns me off a little bit. Not that I'm not like anti-Indian, but god damn it, I run into enough of them on the way out there at the Super 8s and the fucking gas stations. Nude, yeah. Yeah, I just get fucking tired of them. Yeah, I know it sounds like, you know, a racist and I discriminate and all that. I can just tell you my experience. Can I fucking at least do that? My experience. Doesn't mean it's everybody, every time. But my experience with Indians and being a private detective for 40 years, although I haven't done anything in the last 15, is there's a disproportionate amount of fraud. It's just the fucking way it is. Slaughter me. Kill me. But that's what I experienced. You took all ethnic groups, you categorized it in a piece of pie. As a group, they were pulling shenanigans more than anybody else. Yeah, I just, some reason I got like a weird quirk about sleeping in other people's beds and shit. I mean, I have no fucking problem staying in a Red Roof Inn where somebody's probably been fucked on that bed 2 million times. This is the odd thing in human behavior. That doesn't bother me. But when I'm staying at a private house, I just don't like staying at like houses. You got to watch out for hidden cameras in those places too, in the bathroom, bedroom, and shit. I mean, it's a major fucking issue. The same kind of cameras I have in the bathroom where you'll be taking a shower when you come down. But I don't, I let people know what's going to happen when they come down. I've got an outdoor shower on a cement pad with no curtain. You can just find nature. This is like the old days, Mary. You'll just be able to go out there and with your spirit and just strip down. Yeah, I like that. But, sometimes too, there's a level of security that's iffy when you're right on the water at ground level. Every fucking weirdo in the world can walk through there. I don't know. It's just people have different quirks about, changing sheets, and they bring their own pillowcases and all that shit. And you'd think that just the notion of some obese woman getting banged like 15 or 20,000 times over the course of a mattress that should have been replaced at least twice, and that doesn't bother me. It's crazy. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But you really got to be careful for that. Well, they just busted that guy in Traverse City for putting cameras in the bathroom. Man, his wife's a motivational speaker too. Man, she's got to be fucking about ready to commit hara-kiri. And that business is closed, and he's like in a world of shit. Yeah, they caught a dentist up there doing that too about 8 years ago. Videotaping people in the bathroom. I mean, why don't they just take the Tom Reed School of Logic? Just hire an escort, $300 an hour, and it's like, hey, for another $100, can I video it? It's like, yeah, no problem, no crime. It's consensual. Costs you a little more, but you're not going away to jail for 3 years, being on the sex offenders list the rest of your life. Besides, when you hand cameras, when you hide cameras, you get some really terrible, fucked up angles. You can't see shit. It's not. So when you couple the criminal element to the bad views, it's just not worth the risk. Yeah, when I was young, I can remember they talked about window peepers like they were harmless. That it never escalated into anything other than that. And now it's like kind of a little different take. I mean, they're treating this Morsels guy like he's a serial killer. Peepee time, yeah. I did that a lot in my teens, big time. A couple of my buddies, we used to do it all the time when we were young. Yeah, but some of them start in what way? It doesn't escalate to other deviant behavior. I mean, window peepers don't start and turn into rapists or murderers. They don't. I mean, the data's out there. Yeah, we did a lot, like 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And look at that guy that got Aaron Andrews nude. The guy, they socked him with I think he got an 8-year sentence. Oh, Ted Bundy was a peeper? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, but I don't think Ted Bundy being a peeper made him a murderer. He was two things. Now you could say, what do you mean? He's a peeper and he murdered people. Yeah, fair enough. But I think it's two separate behaviors. At least when you read about sexual deviancy. I'm going to get some deer food and bird food. Sexual deviancy. Yeah. Peeping creeper. Okay, well, there's another example. You know, Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens said, when you're in an argument or a debate, there's nothing worse than a goddamn good example. Which you two just gave. Yeah, okay, you guys came up with two fucking super weirdos. You know, how about me and all my buddies that really didn't turn out half bad, that saw the whole neighborhood nude over a 3-year period? You want to talk about that one? No, it's not compelling enough. We saw every goddamn hot chick in our neighborhood nude. And that was just burned into my right cerebral hemisphere forever, like it happened 3 seconds ago. What a beautiful memory to recall. Oh, when you were 19? Yeah. I mean, I understand the creep factor, but I mean, you know, if you look at topless bars, porno movies, escorts wanting to see girls in skinny bikinis, and then everybody's like shocked they want to look in a fucking window. I mean, where are you guys missing out between the gap here? Hey, guess what? Men like to see attractive women nude no matter what they got to do. Hello? Hello? Oh, dead doll eyes? Yeah, I mean, but it's social deviance. You caught my brother-in-law peeping on me when I was 19. That sounds like one lucky brother-in-law. How'd you catch him, by the way? Did you just see? You know, it's really hard to see outside from a lit room. Oh, Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. Oh. I mean, you guys ever heard of peep shows? I mean, same fucking shit, only you're not paying. And if you get caught, you're in big trouble. You know, back in the 70s, there wasn't even a charge for looking in windows. And then it slowly morphed into different things, different places. And then now it's a fucking felony certain places. Oh, staring at your bedroom window? I mean, was he in an obvious view? I mean, he wasn't looking through like a slit at the bottom of the where the shade didn't go down quite all the way. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, great observation, my enemy. Yeah, it's so true. I mean, you know, Black Lives Matter. I mean, you got all these other sympathetic transgender bathrooms, and here they're still trying to hang out the straight window peeper to dry. You're right. That's a very astute observation. We've become more liberal. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Everybody knows why it gives you the creeps. I mean, if I well, I guess the way around it is just make sure you have you always have an older woman in the house, 60, 65. I guarantee you nobody's looking in that fucking window. You could leave the fucking whole, not even put a shade and curtain on the fucking thing. People walk right by it. Maybe that's the problem. You know, it's the same shit at a formal dinner, a cocktail party, a get-together, a Christmas party. You want to really alienate yourself as an older guy. Just start talking about younger women to older women at a party. They even get mad when they don't have any relationship with you and they see you looking at them. They'll accuse you of looking at women that you weren't even looking at. It's like, God, man, just stare long enough. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, I saw you looking at her. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. I'd admit it. Yeah, it really gets stuck in their craw. It pisses them the fuck off. They get really sensitive about that shit. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a fucking, but I know, like when I was young, I mean, I knew like guys from other towns and shit, and I thought all teenagers did it. You know, I mean, it didn't turn into like other things. Now, if you're in your 30s and you're looking in windows, that probably is a little different. Hey, Don. Sexual deviance. But the thing that I don't understand is such a, that people are just so slayed when, you know, there's all sorts of shit they're doing that really is the same thing and legal, but they're not half as mad. I mean, for somebody to get, I know it's different, but for somebody to get so upset about someone looking in a window and they wouldn't think shit of them going to a topless bar or hiring an escort. I mean, this is the disparity in the amount of emotion. Look at this fucking truck driver. No signals, motherfucker. Goddamn weirdo. That's a terrible place to make a left. I would advise against it. I mean, it can really ruin your life doing shit like that. Yeah, and who's fucking... And I'll bet you this. I'll tell you this, too. Back in the 70s and shit, they didn't have all that porn on the internet and shit. I mean, you'd be fucking stupid to do that now. Plus, with all these fucking night cameras and all this goddamn bullshit. Yeah, I know. That's the worst scenario. That's what everybody pulls out of their pocket when something like this happens. Imagine your daughter. Yeah, I know. It's like the worst possible fuck scenario ever. I never quite understood guys not going to like strip clubs either because they had daughters that age. What the hell does that have to do with anything? So what? I mean, it's the same age. It's not your daughter, weirdo. And I guarantee any guy that had daughters, that had girlfriends that visited that were 18, thought, man, I'd like to get a look at that, but they never told anybody. I mean, guys like attractive women. I mean, quit bullshitting yourself. I am defending it. I did it as a teenager a lot. So did all my buddies. I'm proud of my window peeping days and batting 1,000 and never getting caught. So are all my buddies. We didn't turn out to be serial killers. We slowly graduated to escorts, porno movies, affairs. We bloomed. We prospered. We experienced the typical behavior of a sexually active male. See you, Rob. Party on. Rob's probably going to look in a window now. I mean, if I had a son or a young guy ask me, I'd tell him don't do it. It's not good. Women will go. It's like the big difference is where they hang their head is invasion of privacy. I've read court cases before where some of these guys set cameras up in their own house and like have babysitters and shit come over now. That's a little creeper. Here I'm getting some deer food because I'm not handicapped or a war veteran. I've got to park out in the back 40. What about just an old motherfucker out of shape? Do you have a spot for that? Oh, good for you. It's a felony some places. You believe that? LA, I think how did you catch that guy looking in the window? Was it obvious? Was he like retarded or something? He just didn't know enough to hide? I mean, how'd you nail him? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, do not do that on a reservation. Yeah, it's just federal charges. What a fucking nightmare. I'll bet you get arraigned in Grand Rapids federal court too. I'm telling you, getting charged with a federal crime is a whole nother level of expense. Everybody on this channel looks at porn, James. James, I always find it interesting for things that you don't like. Why are you still here? I mean, you don't, you think peepers are weirdos. Everybody doesn't watch porn. We're talking about it, but you're here. Why? Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Nathan. Little odd. Are you talking about James or me, Classic? Yeah, you get all these fucking people that come on here. I'm a big dick. You know, why you don't get the fuck out of here? You know, it's a private chat. And if you don't like what we're talking about, beat it. Fuck lost. Yeah, just spell it out, man. Fuck them. Oh, yeah, neighbor or family member. Yeah, that's weird. Bye, James. Thank you, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you always have these people. They come over here and they want to like talk about get lost. If I don't like people, you know what? I don't go to their fucking websites. I don't watch their YouTube channel. I block their fucking dumbasses and I don't have anything to do with them. Personally or on YouTube. That's what happens when normal people don't want to have anything to do with people they don't like. They don't go on their chats. Get lost, James, you fucking loser. A dog? Where? I'm going in to get some bird seed. Deer seed. Where'd you see a dog? I did see one out here last time. Do you see something I don't? Where? Hey, Larry. Yeah, it was a dog. Yep. Yeah, it's a dog. You know, I can't. The phone makes it look way lighter than it is. Yeah, I feed these fucking dogs when I see them. He passed where? I'll buy the motherfucker some food. I see him out there. I bought dogs food here before. I'll be right back. I'll leave this playing. I'm gonna go see it. Mary, where did you see him at? The dog? Pass from what way to what way? I'll get him some food. Where? Oh, to your right? I'll look real quick. I'll be right back. Party. Yeah, let's just kick it, you know what I'm saying? Let's just kick it. I didn't see those dogs. Let's just kick it. How many miles I got? I'm right down to empty. Let's see if I got enough to make it to home. Let's see. No, I don't have enough, barely enough miles. Better get my gas here. Sorry to say. Elton John, sorry is the hottest word. Elton John. Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer. Hey Stephanie, how you doing? Hey, what happened to you last night? You pass out? You just signed off and that was the last of you? Was your head spinning? Was your head spinning, Steph? Oh, that's all right. You went out like a champ. You held your head high. You earned it. Did you have a hangover this morning? I gotta clean this windshield. The bugs are coming out now. Starry, starry night. Starry, starry nights, party all night. Let's make it all tight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I know the feeling. You just let your demons take over, and it's a good feeling. Your darkness. Just be glad it was there to drink. You could just walk around the rest of your life and drink wheatgrass and whole oats and no processed food and be miserable as hell. You took the right approach. You grabbed the bull by the horns. You went for it. I wonder where Skybird's been lately. Love Skybirds. She's a good conversationalist. Knows a lot about porn channels. Brings sound, logical opinions. Skybird. I wonder where their gas is more here. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. You know, 40 years ago they blocked and kept from playing Captain and Daniil's Muskrat Love because it was too sexual. You gotta be shitting me. Man, would those people be shocked now? You know what? Would that rock their world or what? Skyball, yeah. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know what's going on with her. I hope all's well. She may be going to bed earlier too. Skyball. Yeah, Skyball's cool. She ever come over on your thing, Mark? Party? Skyball? Walk on the wild side? With you? I'm gonna go in here and get a couple more lottery tickets while I'm filling up. Skyrockets at night. Afternoon Delight. Play that on your show, Mark. Skyrockets in flight. What kind of mileage you get on that thing? How about gas mileage? How about your gas mileage? Oh, really?
It's a full cylinder turbo.
Oh, is that pretty good getting on it?
Yeah, it's 10 horsepower.
Oh, really? It's nice looking.
It won't be the 5 liter, but
Yeah, shit, look at the gas mileage. Heck, that's good.
yeah, that's awesome.
Are they getting high miles on any of those engines, or haven't they been around long enough?
We've been making that engine for a couple of years.
Yeah. There's enough choices of gas, aren't there?
Yeah, it's pretty.
I know it. Just don't put in diesel.
Just don't get in diesel, yes.
That happens a lot.
I think these engines went out for a year or two before this. This is a 2020. The 2.3. It's a Bosley engine.
Huh. Huh.
Engines been around a long time, but in terms of like this combination, I think this was in the year or two before this model.
Oh, okay.
And major issues I went out and somebody find these cars in there. This is what drive.
Yeah.
Like we need this one, so that's why it's got 90,000 miles.
Yeah, I put crazy miles on mine too.
So far, I think
How often you change oil?
whenever it tells me,
Okay.
which is probably, I would say, 5,700 miles.
Okay. Yeah, good. Knock on wood is right.
And this particular one too is it's an E15, so you can put the 88 with the 15% ethanol.
Yeah.
And run it like big like hard.
Huh.
I always put that in there, but sometimes there's
Yeah.
big enough difference between that and the regular wood operation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's kick it, man. These damn clerks punching the wrong goddamn tickets. Gotta fucking bail their ass out all the time. I tell them twice what I want. And if they seem a little nervous, I say, hey Tammy. I say, hey, do you know how to do it? Because I know how to do it. I'm by them all the fucking time. This girl said, yeah, fucking prints me 20 of the wrong fucking thing. So I buy those just so she doesn't have to buy them. And then I buy the ones I really wanted. And I say, what's up, girl? I say, that's no problem. They got to pay for those at a lot of these places. Heaven, here I come. Fuck yeah. Plus, I always think that I might win because I do something like that. Of course, how fucking silly that is. Probably get fucking ass cancer. I'm not that fucking stupid. Tammy, where you been? How you doing? What a crappy winter in Michigan. Let's just kick it, you know what I'm saying? I got a load of birdseed, man. I can tell that shit's in the back. I shit you not. I mean, that shit is heavy. This is like 2 Match.com dates in the tailgate. Let's see, how much do I have? I bet I got, let me think about this. I bet I got 500 pounds of food. 500 pounds. That'd be about 2 Match.com dates, $2.50 each. Fuck yeah, man. Who cares? Love them and leave them. Love them and leave them is what I say. Mark Crockett, Pilot Radio. Smoking birdseed, I don't blame you. It's healthier. You're not going to become addicted to it. Yeah, looking like it. I know, Tammy. Yeah. Weather's crazy, man. Although we're getting 32 tonight, we got 32 last night. And then it gets up to like 65 in the daytime. Now just say, let's kick it, people. You know what I'm saying? How's that job going, Tammy? You liking it? You really getting into it? Gotta get down here in Georgia, visit. You can come visit with when Mary's here, so you don't feel like freaked out that you're with a total pervert. You'll have someone to protect you. Just be kicking it and shit, know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck yeah, man. 28, wow. Oh, good for you. I'm glad you like it. Good deal. We get this. Our springs. I cut part of the grass today because it was growing too long in front of the porch. I'm gonna have some of the biggest blowout parties. So I'm gonna have different kind of party nights, like for like conservative, you know, non-alcoholic beer, lots of mineral water, free-range chicken pate. Then I'm going to have people like Rod and Mark Kropka down. A lot of fucking roofies, mushrooms, dope, scantily clad women, booze. Today I went and put ant poison on the red ant piles. I hate doing it in a way, but they just fuck so much shit up. They're not supposed to be here either. Yeah, Mary's coming down. She's coming down. I got a lot of guests coming down. Just YouTube people. They'll say, "Oh my God, I didn't. You look so much different, Tom." You mean like when I had my clothes on during the chats? Yeah, they do. Yeah, venom. They have venom in them. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna play a lot of loud rock and roll music. Yeah. Gonna love it. I think it's really gonna give you a feel of finding your center. Stephanie's coming down. She's gonna be blowing through a whole tank of oxygen in an hour. You're just going to be able to breathe deep here. Fill up your lungs with air with no pollutants. Just the sound of birds, crystal clear skies at night. Twinkling stars. The porch, the sun, the moon and the sun come right up and you can be sitting on the porch. I'm wearing that orange hat. You fucked up on that. I know you don't like it now, so it'll be on the whole time you're here. You know, my mom used to be like that. She was like that. Like if you wore like something she didn't like, it's all she'd talk about. My sister was kind of like that too. No, I think you'd really like it down here, Tammy. Yeah. There's so many things to do. And it's like the old days. It's like 1940. Really, it's like time stopped. Just hundreds and hundreds of towns. Gatlinburg's only about 4 hours and 20 minutes. You can go to Atlanta. Atlanta's good. It's not like you're thinking. It's not like Detroit or Chicago. You can get a lot of good like country food here. And they have a lot of veggies too. Like, you know, they like collard greens. And so they got like fried chicken's a big one down here. That's everywhere. Collard greens, black-eyed peas, macaroni and cheese. It just to see another environment. You think you'd have to like about 950 miles from your house to my house. That's my guess, 950. Yeah, I'm really a cold weather guy, but it's, in my lifetime, it looks like that's pretty much all but gone. The winters aren't anything. I was laid in bed the other night, was looking up, I'm going to travel to a blizzard next year. And it really wasn't even easy to find one. I think I'll go to Antler, North Dakota, or somewhere in the Great Plains. Sioux City, but that's too far east, South Dakota. I like to be farther into a Rapid City, something like that. I love to sit in a hotel, like it could be just a cheap hotel, and love to watch traffic driving down an expressway during a blizzard. How slow it's getting, and you see wrecker lights, ambulances, and I don't know why I like that. It's just like, oh, we get monster thunderstorms all summer long. I mean, it rains like you wouldn't believe here, man. That house, the number one design was so everything could be open. The windows everywhere, the garage, the living room, the bedroom, the guest bedroom, everything could be open during the fiercest wind and the heaviest rain, and nothing gets wet. That's part of the reason why for that giant front porch, so that the windows could be open during a thunderstorm. Yeah, we get some good ones, man. And there's no light pollution down here. It's totally quiet. Yeah, no, the diners are good. You can go in there and get rainbow trout at night, 5 in the morning. I love those Jersey diners. Do you think you could handle just, like, it's hard to, it's hard to get out of the rat race. You get conditioned and it's hard to get out of, it's like kind of like a mouse learning tricks through a maze for a piece of cheese. And people go on vacations because they want to see other places. But I'd say it happened to me when I turned right, like probably about 40. I got where those vacations were no longer satisfying. They were rushed. It was tourist traps. It was bullshit. And you came home exhausted, but you saw all this bullshit that really wasn't that great. And then I decided one day I just want to go to places that kind of force me to relax. There's no traffic, and that's where I live now. And it's perfect quiet, brand new everything, bees, birds. And I just sit around there reading books, not doing shit. And it's better than the best place I've ever been. And the thunderstorms are great. They wake you up at night. It looks like a river flowing off the roof. Just water everywhere. I think I am going to get a cistern just to kind of have fun with, just to reroute some of that water, and just see how much you get, and, keep a little notebook of it, and blah, blah, blah. Hey, JDS, how you doing? Yeah, I already got some guests that are coming down. They've made their reservation. Jabo's coming down. Mary's coming down. Mark's coming down. Yeah, let's see, who else is coming down? Stephanie's coming down. I just picked out Stephanie a new pair of handcuffs and a spiked collar yesterday. You do different things with different people when they come down here. Yeah, you can come down here, JDS. You'll like it. Yeah, you're just gonna sit around and like force you to relax. Just read things, chart a diary. Just sit there and think to yourself, my life is really fucked up, and I want to change it. And this will give you time to think that through without some bullshit job or some siren screaming in the background. You're just going to be able to really have a clear conscience and make an informed decision. Whatever you're into, I'll get you. I'll smoke you some meat if you like it. Any kind you want. Chicken, turkey, salmon, pork chops. I got this smoking shit down. I smoke sweet corn too. Now, I don't smoke marijuana, but you can. Pick you up at the airport, bring you over, and you just bring your favorite books, have a to-do list, and you'll be like, go home so relaxed. Yeah. Okay, you maybe hear me really going at it with my blow-up doll some night. That's about the worst of it. I'm gonna have that. What's that hippie chick come down? She just said the other night she had a long string of relationships with women, and then she kind of switched to men, and now it's both. And I knew right there she was gonna be invited. It's gonna be so fucking great. I mean, I don't have to like explain anything. She's been there. She's not gonna say, well, if you want that kind of girl, why don't you just go out and find one? It's like, yeah, end of conversation. And then if you get a real jack off, she'll say, well, why don't you just bring a guy home then? I'd like to watch you and another guy. It's like, oh yeah, it's got nothing to do with it. Yeah, it does. It's the same thing. I think, man, I gotta get rid of this goddamn woman, man. It's such a fucking nut. Yeah, how's your body, JDS? Is it decent? Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. You have different things with different people. Like if you were 450 pounds, it's simple. I wouldn't invite you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would. I would do it. Anybody that's fat, I'll promise this. I will drop all my fat jokes, and you won't have to worry about any sexual harassment whatsoever. Oh, 5'2", 110. Now we're fucking talking. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Hell yeah. That's a good idea. Mark brings some really good ideas up. Yeah, that's a good idea. 70s porn mustache. Yeah, you're right about that. That was such a good time. Feeling out. Remember when that Silk Rose was on there? That guy got busted for selling all that crazy drugs. Got like 1,000,000 years in prison. You could order anything off there. Bill Cosby roofies. You fucking name it. So for the women that come down, if you find yourself getting a little groggy after the first couple sips of your drink, you may not like it. You may not be conscious for long, but at least for the few seconds you'll be awake. It won't be a surprise. And that is a lot of consideration I'm offering you. Stephanie's going to come down. Stephanie's going to say, Tom, I mean, I thought you were kidding about this roofie shit. It's like, yeah, well, I was kidding. And then the more you talked about it and you act like, you've gotten frigid over the last 20 years, I considered what a good idea it was, and I went ahead and got one. And she'll get about half out of her mouth. I think I have a roofie, then be snoring. 5'10", 200 pounds. Yeah, I take it all back. Yeah, Frisky can come down. That's no problem. Frisky still got a shot at the grand prize when she visits. She hasn't gotten huge yet. Oh, I got a vivid imagination. I sure have. Goddamn right, man. The sky's the limit. You think you're coming down here and just getting smoked meat by some old pervert watches Lawrence Welk? Are you ever wrong? A bottle of beer. Now you're talking. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, I know how to get those caps back on. Your big clue will be that the beer's kind of flat, like it's been opened before. Why you guys? Shit, man. I'm trying to make you feel comfortable. Guys, see, you can never win with these women. It's always fucking something. When you get back to Seattle, Stephanie will be able to tell your Jewish psychiatrist that you've learned a lesson about be careful what you wish for. That you wish you had some kind of drug to make you relax when you got down there. Well, no problem, coming right up. Let's take another sip of that beer. 411 and 3/4, 134. Yeah, maybe next year. This is what you call cutting to the chase. Yeah. You'll find the ones that have gotten fat over the years, I just never get around to making it happen. I come up with one excuse after another. 5'2", 110. I'm always available. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I used to collect photography big time, especially photo albums. And I didn't give a fuck what they cost for quite a while. I don't do that anymore. But there was a girl that was in Jackson, Mississippi, and I always used to outbid her. And she wrote me an email one day. It's like, what the fuck, man? I'd like some of these. Anyway, long story short, we get to talk. And I was suspicious right up from the beginning because I always got from the waist up shots. And she just had a massive set of breasts just made up for almost everything. I mean, this girl had probably a 13-inch cleavage. You could have went into the fruit or vegetable section of any grocery store. Picked out the cucumber, they had hit it. You couldn't see a bulge sticking out at the top or the bottom, nothing. Just a massive set of knockers and a really pretty face. So we talked, and she ended up getting separated from Alex. She said, I was living in Chicago at the time. She said, why don't you come down here and we'll ride down there together? It's like, sounds good to me. I quit jacking off for about a week in advance. And I knew when I picked her up, everything was good, except she had calves the size of an elephant. And I thought, man, this is going to be a long-ass fucking trip. So we go, and we don't make it all the way down to Biloxi. We stay at a hotel, and I'm thinking, there ain't no fucking way. And I'm being nice, and it finally got to the point where she was still legally married, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to hurt this fucking beast's feelings, but, I don't want to ruin the trip either. This girl wanted to bang. And I told her, you know what I do? And she was smart, too. You're not bullshitting her. I told her that I just didn't feel comfortable that she was still legally married. She knew that was a bunch of shit. And it was kind of an awkward trip on the rest of the way to Biloxi. And then when we got there, we went to a casino with this lady. I bought a big collection of glass negatives from her. And when we were at the casino, the girl that I took down there, she went to the bathroom, and the lady said, hey, I want to tell you, this girl really likes you a lot, man. I mean, like crazy. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I like her as a friend. Yeah, you know what that means. Translation, I don't want to have any sex with this girl. No way. I wouldn't even let her blow me. And I said, well, do me a favor, will you? Just tell her that, I'm just buying time on this bullshit shit. She's still married. And just really sell it to her that, you know me, we talk on the phone, and that, I'm really, like, weird about, like, morals. It's a fucking lie. I'm running around trying to fuck sheep in the pasture. And I got this lady, running interference. So ended up doing the trip, got back. It just got weird. Actually, I had to file a police report on her eventually. Just like stalking weird shit. In my life, this is no shit. I've filed about 8 police reports on women fucking with me. Seriously. Since I was like 18 to like 50. Fucking weirdos. Now this wasn't some like Playboy bunny, beauty queen. These were like, marginal, but you don't know that until you get there. I mean, if they're a good looking girl, she's used to like getting pursued all the fucking time. And a good looking, really hot one, she doesn't want to send you pictures of her because she knows what the reaction's going to be. And she's trying her fucking ass off to just come across as a person that you like because of her personality, and it's not because she's just got a rockin' body. It's so weird how this works. But the fat ones will use, and the ugly ones, the ones with huge calves, they'll airbrush and fucking run this shit through programs, and they don't look like anything like that at all. Send you old pictures. I mean, it's just like, goddamn. I mean, I ain't a fucking goddamn Chippendale either, but that doesn't change what I want. And I got a pretty damn low bar, believe me. It's not like I'm picky. But some of these beasts that I met over the year, it's just like, no fucking way, man. They get fucking pissed. I had my CPA secretary do that. That bitch hid my fucking bookkeeping for 3 years and didn't even file income tax returns. She just died of breast cancer here about 3 years ago. She talked me into letting her doing my bookkeeping on the side. And I'd take her out to dinner and shit when I go down there. I mean, I liked her. She was a good person. I just wasn't interested in her that way. And one night we had a couple beers and she mentioned about blowing me. Next time, some shit like that. Like joking, but kind of serious. And I never took her out again, man. After about 6 months, she was just like the biggest, rudest bitch ever. A full-blown adult. And I'm not trying to give you like a false impression. I mean, I'd let anybody blow me pretty much. I'm going to let Mark blow me when he comes down. We switch back and forth quite a lot of homosexual material. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's always like you're kind of in between. Like me. I've thrown in the towel. I probably never have sex again. Really, I really believe that. Yeah, but you still, your brain, it was like so paramount for so many years that even though I won't have it, I talk like I will. It's like breathing or some shit like that. It's so fucking weird. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, dieting. Well, look at the only people that diet when they get older, when you get separated or divorced. You'll let that fucking ass grow right out the side of your fucking jean shorts, not give a fuck when you're miserable and married. But boy, you get single or you're gonna separate, you want to slim that fucking ass down ASAP. You'll put yourself in those fucking jeans with a shoehorn if you have to. You know goddamn well as a human being and a female, if these guys aren't sexually attracted to you, it's just a big, huge, giant fucking waste of time. Might as well be pen pals with a retarded Jap. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no lust, no love, no excitement. You're just sitting around with this slug of a boring female chromosome. Yeah, it's a fine line. They tell you we just want to. Stephanie gets down here and says, "Hey, I'm going to straighten something right out, right now, right here now. We are just friends." It's like we're just friends. The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I know I kidded with you and stuff, but I'm old now. I haven't had a good drilling in about a decade, and I just wanted to come down here and laugh. He's gonna come down. Yeah, it's buffering. When this thing cuts out for good, it's gonna be anything. I told beer, shots, fucking spicy Szechuan fucking ramen noodle thing with powder in it, everything. He said, but if you cut back, I said I've cut back everything. He said, you're drinking a lot of water. It's like I do. I fucked with these antacids. I've ate some other parts like M&Ms. I said, well, I'll tell you, Doc. I'm going to tell you right now. From yeah, just gonna breathe out. Fuck yeah. Just gonna breathe out. We're gonna do Tai Chi when you get here, Stephanie. We're gonna find our center. I've already ordered a new 12-inch blow-up penis in case we get too drunk. I'm gonna have it bronzed. Fuck baby shoes. JDS, I'm gonna do a chat tonight. You come on there. You come up to the panel and you're probably a 6'4" fucking overweight truck driver jacking off. I want to make sure you're not. I want some fucking proof.